Hello Evan, Happy New Year. Really quickly, just want to go over your website, give you some tips, help you guys bring in some more organic traffic to your site. So first off, your website looks really nice. It's well designed. I really like your guys' logo. Looks cool. You don't have any personal images of your team or any, they're all stock images. So from a design aspect, I would add more stock images. From an SEO aspect, I would add a click to call button, as well as oh, maybe this is clickable. Nope. So this needs to be clickable so that you're able to call you guys directly from the website. You also want to add a form here, a form submission, so that they can contact you easily. Looks like you have one here, so that's not too bad, I guess. But just having it really prevalent there is super useful, making this clickable. It's also good. For SEO though, you're going to need a lot more content on your homepage. Usually on a homepage, I target around 1,500 words, and you guys have around 150. So 10 times the amount of content. And the reason for that is how Google works is it's a bot that goes on your website and it crawls it and it counts how many times you use each word, and it counts them, and it figures out where you use the words and how many times you use each word. And so it tells what your website is about based on what the content keywords have. So you need to have the kind of keywords you want to be ranking for on the actual website, especially on the home page. Usually, at least 1,000, if not up to 1,500 words. On these other side pages, you're going to want to have at least 600 to 800 words. So it does look like you guys have a little bit more content on this page, so that's good. A little bit higher here too, so that's not too bad. But definitely the keywords that you want to be ranking for are location-specific keywords with the service. So instead of just universal roofing in Maryland. I couldn't even figure out where exactly you guys were located because you don't have any location-specific keywords on all of these pages. I had to find it, I had to dig down to the contact before I found out that you were located in Rockville, Maryland. So that's not good. That's the first thing that I would fix. You need to add Rockville, Maryland all over the website so that you can start ranking and being found by users in Rockville, Maryland. So let me show you kind of what I mean. When I put your website in my SEO tool, it shows you're currently ranked for 0 organic keywords and 0 organic traffic. That could be for 2 reasons. Either 1, your website isn't set up correctly with the H1 tags and sitemap, or 2, your website is brand new, or I guess 3, you don't have enough content for it to even index. But I'm guessing either you guys have a brand new website or it's not set up correctly to be crawled. Either way, it's easy to fix. But let me show you other websites. So if I search Washington, D.C. roofers, the first actual company that shows up is this MaggieRoofing.com. When I put them in the tool, this is their statistics. They get around 211 organic traffic a month. It's not a ton, but that's not too bad. But these are the keywords that they're currently ranking for. Roofing Washington, D.C. gets searched 60 times a month. They're in position number 1. They're getting about 20. That's pretty normal. Usually about 30% of the traffic goes to your website if you're in number 1. Roofers Washington, D.C. gets searched 100 times. So notice how it's different. Roofing versus roofers. Even just a spelling difference makes a whole different search query. So having all of these versions of the words, Roofing Company DC, Roofing Company Washington DC, Maggie Roofing Company, all of those have a different search volume per month. So this gets searched an average 100 times per month. This column here means how difficult it is to rank for. It's like based upon how competitive it is, how many other websites are actively trying to rank for it. So this is actually ridiculously low for roofing. Roofing is generally a pretty competitive keyword online. So this is really good for you guys. Only 3 out of 100. My other websites that I'm working on, their average is 15 to 20. So you could rank pretty easily if you did a little bit of SEO. Another search I did was Rockville MD Roofers. So Central Exteriors is the first person to rank, and this guy has a really good on-page SEO. Notice how Maryland Roofing Company, there it is, as Maryland Roofing Company. So they have Maryland all over the page because they're trying to rank for those keywords. Maryland specific keywords, 7 times on the page. So when I look at their keywords that they're currently organically ranked for, Roof Repair Maryland gets searched 150 times. They're ranked number 1. roofing Rockville MD. Oh, let's also search 150 times. Wow, that's fantastic. A keyword difficulty of 1. This is super easy to rank for. That's awesome. For you guys definitely need to do some SEO because this is unusually low competition. So what does doing SEO mean? So besides getting, if I were to do your site, I would make a list of probably 20 keywords that have high search volume, lower keyword difficulty, and I would include those keywords in the content of your site, using them multiple times on the site, having headers, making location pages like this. You could do a location page for Rockville, Maryland. You could do a location page specific to Washington, D.C., or any other small cities or suburbs you guys want to target, because that's what this page is. It's a landing page just for this Maryland area. And it's a really good SEO strategy. After you get all of the keywords on the website, the next step is to get something called backlinks. So what a backlink is, this guy has got quite a few backlinks, is it's anytime another website has your website link on their page. So for example, if you write a blog post or an article about the best type of metal siding and how it's revolutionary, it's going to save you electricity somehow by keeping heat inside or something like that. And then a bunch of other websites and blogs, you submit it to other blogs to post. And every time they post it or reference you or quote you, and they leave a link to your site on their website, it's called a backlink. Backlinks are super important because it's telling Google that your content is not only valuable, it's good to read, other people are talking about it, other people are referencing it, it means it's high quality content, and so therefore you must be a trustworthy source and they'll rank you higher. So getting good quality backlinks from other relevant websites is super important for ranking. It will increase the rankings for all of the keywords that you're currently indexed for. So that's the basics of off-page SEO and the basics of on-page SEO. There's other SEO things that you want to be doing for your Google business listing. So when I search Rockville MD roofers, the first thing that shows up is these ads, and right after that is this Google Map Pack. So this Google Map Pack brings tons of traffic to your business, not just the website. Usually about 30% of the traffic comes from here and about 70% comes from the website, in my experience. But it varies depending on the area. So in order to rank, you want to rank in the top 3. You want to be these people. So what are these guys doing that you're not doing? If you notice, these guys have, aside from this guy doesn't have much, but these guys have tons of reviews. So reviews are super important for organic map ranking. The other thing is having tons of photos. Make them square and name them as keywords you want to rank for. Having the profile completely built out. Like for example, you need to have all of the right categories. Roofing contractor, gutting, cleaning service. Those are his categories. But you might also be a general contractor, a siding contractor, all those other categories that you might want to add in order to be found better on Google. Like this guy, these are his categories. Window installation service. You should have that on yours. Let's look if I can find yours. Your categories. Oh, they aren't listed. So it doesn't look like you have it set up with more than one category. So it's just roofing contractor. So you might want to add other categories. Or wait, let me double check. See if I can find it. Yeah, just roofing contractor. So you guys are want to add all these other categories that I had shown you earlier. Windows, siding. If you do, I don't remember where it was, but there's a list on Google. This is the list. So siding of all the different categories that you can possibly add. Siding, roofing, etc. So get all of them that are applied to you. The next thing to rank in the map pack is, so lots of photos, lots of reviews, getting it set up correctly, and then the last thing is something called citations. So every time you get your business listed in one of these directories, HomeAdvisor, Yellow Pages, Thumbtack, BBB, even your business Facebook page, etc., all of those build your brand and credibility. And every time you create them, Google indexes it, and they'll make you seem like more trustworthy of a business, and it'll rank you higher in the map pack. So usually when I'm trying to do SEO for a site, I'll get around 100, 150 of these relevant citations, and it'll help boost it pretty quickly. If you have any other questions about this stuff, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help you guys with any of your SEO or web design needs. Taking on new clients right now too. But if you guys want to do it on your own and just need questions or coaching, I'll be happy to give you guys any free advice you might need.